Isekai is a genre in fiction where the main character is from our universe and gets transported, teleported some way or the other into another universe. Most of the time these transportations happen to characters who are very unsatisfied with their daily life and who want to have more. They are then transported into another fantasy world where they can lead a new life. Oftentimes, the character just kinda gets hit by a truck and dies. I have no idea how that's supposed to get you to another world, but try it yourself. For the sake of simplification, I am just going to call everything what is technically an isekai. So what I'm trying to say is that Alice in Wonderland is an isekai, yes. So is Harry Potter. Isekai is without doubt one of the most popular genres out there. So why is this genre so popular? Well, there are a multitude of practical reasons. For example, it makes writing exposition hilariously easy. Once the character gets yeeted into the fantasy world, you just have to do a giant exposition dump. The best example of this huge exposition dump is probably Hagrid. The protagonist, Harry in this case, and the audience is put in the same box, so it is only logical for Hagrid to explain everything to us. Another practical reason is the fact that it does not require the author to build a world out of nowhere. The author uses the real world as a basis for all further fantasy. This is also useful for creating a good protagonist, because he, like the audience, originates from the real world, so he's more relatable. But are these plot tools really why Isekai is so popular? No. Because these tools, they only really help the author. So if you aren't fucking stupid, you will eventually come to the conclusion that these tools are not the reason for its popularity. What is the reason for its massive popularity? I have no idea. Actually, I have an idea. Beyond all this, there is a reason which is based in the audience's rational, existential perception of the real world. In order to uncover the roots of Isekai's popularity, we have to delve into some real edgy existentialism. Daily repetitive life is bleak. Scrap that. Life and existence is bleak. And not only bleak, but utterly devoid of meaning. Your efforts will never amount to anything, and existence is futile. Is there a reason for life itself? No, lol, humans strive for meaning and purpose in their life, but even as a world leader, this striving for purpose is not satiated simply because there is no purpose or meaning to any of this. So in the face of utter hopelessness, we attempt to escape, remaining in blissful ignorance of the true absurdity of being monkeys on a rock floating in space. So what does Isekai have to do with all this? In all this, Isekai serves the purpose of wishful thinking. Isekai is really about escaping the purposeless reality of the real world. Be that fighting against some kind of dark lord, fighting against a demon king after death while stealing panties, or fighting waves of monsters while owning child slaves. The idea is that you are transported into a world where you are fulfilled with actual purpose and freed from the purposeless existence of the real world, and that idea is a very comfortable and welcome one. So even if the MC goes through a whole slog of shit, even if the Isekai world makes their life a living hell, they are happy, because they have found meaning and fulfillment. Especially if you're getting waifus, that's an extra plus. But at the end of the day, Isekai worlds are not real, and neither is the promise of a blissful afterlife in monkey heaven. It is just escapism. And you know what? Your waifus aren't real either. It does not get you anywhere to imagine worlds filled with purpose. A giant step of becoming happy in our real world may just be not finding any meaning, but accepting being so meaningless. And I think if you accept it, a lot more doors and portals will open, more than to all the Isekai worlds.
But hey, that's just a theory. A dead theory! Thanks for watching.